Hallo grüß Gott, my name is Johannes, and in this video I want to talk about synthetic molecules in perfumery, because I think there are a lot of misconceptions. Let's get to it. If you've ever talked with people about this topic, like synthetic molecules in perfumes, you will always find people who disagree with synthetics being a good thing in perfumes. Now, that's a big misconception, and that's something I want to address in this video. What people don't realize is that synthetics are a main part in our industry. So synthetics have even started the modern era of perfumes in 1882 and have become more and more popular, and also have replaced more and more natural ingredients to the point where, for example, eccentric molecules only produces perfumes that are 100% synthetic. If we look at synthetic molecules, there are 3 different types, with a 4th type that I want to mention, starting off with the man-made synthetics. So these are products like cologne, like ambroxan. You don't find them in nature, and they give you very special effects. Also in the terms of they don't play with the rules of the naturals, so they're like magic. Then there are aldehydes. Now aldehydes, they're a byproduct of petrol, and we number them with a C for carbon, and we number them from 9 to, I think it's 21 is the highest aldehyde that we have. There's an interesting thing about those aldehydes, a little quirk if you want to call it. All the aldehydes from 9 to 13, they smell fatty, kind of have a shimmering vibe. It's hard to describe them because they don't smell like anything in nature. However, going up from there, between 14 and 21, the aldehydes smell very fruity and like one specific fruit, which sounds kind of unlikely, but that's the way it is. Now, there is a 3rd group, which are the isolates. You've got a natural product, and out of this product you can isolate single molecules. Take jasmine for example. Jasmine has 900 different components, which I like to think about 900 different isolate products. And if you put one out of it, you've got an isolate. So some of those isolates you can also create in the lab, making it more efficient, making it more friendly to the plant. In general, those isolates, they are very nice because they can give also a very specific effect to the perfume. After the isolates, we've got reconstructions. So reconstructions are like mini perfumes. These are mainly to reproduce the smell of one specific plant or product where there cannot be harvested a smell. There are many flowers like peony, like honeysuckle, like lily of the valley. So all those plants, they have to be reconstructed. Those reconstructions, they are also an essential part in perfumery. They save you time, they save you costs, because you could yield from, let's say, freesia. Freesia is also reconstructed. However, you would need a very specific technique to obtain the oil, and even then you would need a lot of freesia, and it would be very labor intensive. So I don't say that there's no oil that could be harvested, but it's just not worth it. My last point I want to talk about in terms of synthetics is very simply why they are beneficial in perfumes. Synthetic molecules, they have 3 main advantages. First, they are very cost efficient. Cost is a very essential part, especially in the perfume industry, where nowadays with big brands, everything has to be as cost efficient as possible. Now this affects the perfumer very directly. That's one point. The next point is regulations. Now, I don't know too much about the regulative side of perfumes. However, I know a little bit, and that is that more and more products are restricted than there are products found. There's still being some synthetic molecules found or ways to extract oil from natural products. So we've got a new oil basically, And this happens less often and more things get restricted, meaning the perfumer's palette is shrinking. However, regulations are there to lessen the risk of being harmed. You know, some of those materials, they contain certain molecules that could influence our hormone system. I know allergies are also a part. Those are the big two factors why things get restricted in our industry. The last point would be the ethical side. With synthetics, you can replace certain materials that only could have been yielded from animals, and some of them would have been killed in the process, for example with castoreum. So these are my points. That's what I really wanted to give you about synthetic materials, because as I said in the beginning, there's just a lot of misconception in this field and I really wanted to shed a light on it. I hope you liked this video. Please leave me a comment down below. I will respond to each and every comment there is, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.